morning, Africa. Thank you for joining us on African Free Press Television. My name is Bridget Okudili with the news updates. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission on Wednesday night arrested the former military governor of Kaduna State and chieftain of the ruling All Progressive Congress, Jafaru Issa. Mr. Issa is the first chieftain of the APC arrested by the EFCC since the beginning of a sweeping probe into the alleged diversion of $2.1 billion meant for arms purchase by officials of the immediate past administration. Mr. Issa, a former governor and one-time governorship candidate of the defunct CPC in Kano State, is a close friend of former National Security Advisor Sambo Dasuki. Mr. Issa, also a close political associate of President Muhammad Buhari, was arrested at his Abuja residence located at Ajayi Crowther Street, Asokoro. Investigators believe the retired soldier received over 100 million naira from Mr. Dasuki. And meanwhile, as the $2.1 million arms fund controversy continues to rage, the Nigerian Guild of Editors, NGE, said it never received any money from the former National Security Advisor, Sambo Dasuki. The national president of the body, Garba Din Mohammed, made this known in a statement on Wednesday following the controversy generated by the 50 million naira donated to the body by former President Goodluck Jonathan. The NGE president said it was necessary to clarify the circumstances surrounding donation. According to Mohammed, the NGE had on April 10, 2015 held a fundraising dinner at the Transcorp Hilton Hotel, Abuja, to raise 850 million naira for the construction of a befitting secretariat in Abuja to be called the Editors Plaza. Mr. Mohammed further said the funds the NGE collected during the fundraiser have so far been invested in two projects. This includes the purchase of a property at number 24 Mujida Street off Toyin Street, Ikeja, Lagos, which has been named the Editor's House, and payments of compensation, clearing and fencing of a 5,600 square meter piece of land at Guzape, Abuja, which is the site of the proposed Editor's House. The Shiite group led by Ibrahim El-Zakzaky and the Islamic Movement of Nigeria has stated that the December 12th and 13th attack on its members by soldiers of the Nigerian army was deliberate and planned. More than 300 members of the sect are believed to have been killed in the Zaria attack, which the army initially described as an assassination attempt on the Chief of Army Staff, General Tukur Buratai. The military has released an edited video showing a group of angry youths with sticks and cutlasses arguing with some army brass over the right of way for the convoy of General Buratai. Human Rights Watch described the killing as a terrible carnage and unjustifiable. The Rivers State Commissioner of Information, Austin Tam George, has said the state government would investigate the sum of 82 million naira allegedly spent by former governor of the state, Rotimi Amechi, to organize dinner in honor of Nobel laureate Professor Wole Soyinka. The commissioner said the government would demand refund from Mr. Soyinka if government confirms the Nobel laureate received part of the funds. In the same vein, former governor of Rivers State, Chibike Amechi, has denied allegations by the state government that he misappropriated the sum of 82 million naira to organize a dinner for Nobel laureate Wole Soyinka. In a statement by the Chibike Amechi Rotimi Media Office Wednesday, Mr. Amechi warned Mr. Wike and the coterie of court jesters and attention seekers in his administration to desist from peddling falsehood. Moreover, Professor Wole Soyinka has responded to claims by the Rivers State government that its former Governor Rotimi Amechi spent 82 million naira to organize a dinner in his honor. In a statement Wednesday, Mr. Soyinka said the unprecedented call for his probe was a form of corruption fighting back. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency has said that in 2015 it seized narcotic drugs valued at 3.7 billion naira at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Lagos. Acting chairman of NDLEA, Rolibode George, said the monetary value of the seized drugs underscored the threat posed by illicit drug production, trafficking and abuse. In a statement made on Wednesday, the agency said it received 183 Nigerians deported from Europe, America and Asia on drug-related offenses. The 183 deportees include 176 males and 7 females. The All Progressive Congress (APC) on Wednesday signaled its intention to enter into partnership and cooperation with the Communist Party of China (CPC), the founding and ruling political party of the People's Republic of China. This was fallout of a meeting held between APC's National Secretary Mai Mala-Buni and a Chinese government delegation led by the Charge d'Affaires of the Chinese Embassy in Nigeria, Queen Jian. The meeting was held at the APC National Secretariat in Abuja. At the meeting, the Chinese Charge d'Affaires, Mr. Jian, disclosed to the APC leadership that the Chinese President Xi Jinping has invited President Muhammad Buhari to China on a state visit on a yet-to-be-announced date. The former Nigerian Minister of Petroleum, Mrs. Denziani Alison Madueke, has strongly stated that all transactions made during her tenure were through due process as against insinuations that she looted $20 billion. She made this known in London during an interview session with the CEO of Ovation Magazine, Mr. Dele Mumudu. Mrs. Madueke explained that virtually all the transactions in respect of which allegations of corruption are being leveled against her went through due process, and that the group managing director of NNPC was actively involved in ensuring that best international practices were maintained. She added that involvement in the conclusion of those transactions was limited and that some of the contracts had been executed before she became Minister of Petroleum Resources. Mrs. Madueke noted in some other cases she only got details after the contract had been concluded when approached by some businessmen who complained about the terms. Ivory Coast government has resigned on Wednesday ahead of an expected cabinet reshuffle that President Alassane Ouattara said would lead to more efficiency. Prime Minister Daniel Kablan-Donka presented his resignation of his government at what was to be the first cabinet meeting of the year. Ouattara, who won a second 5-year term in October, said he had taken note of the move. The Republican Party politicians in the United States have claimed that North Korea's nuclear activity is a result of President Barack Obama's failed foreign policy. The Republican Party has accused President Obama's administration for the conflict in Iraq, Syria, and the attacks in Paris, San Bernardino, California, and the recent tensions between Iran and Saudi Arabia. And meanwhile in sport, Nigerian Football Federation's head of protocol Ibrahim Abubakar was shot dead by armed robbers at his residence in Abuja on Wednesday. The incident happened in the early hours of Wednesday, and the Federation has confirmed the tragic passing of Mr. Abubakar. Meanwhile, Super Eagles media officer Toyin Ibitoye on Twitter has expressed shock at the sudden passing of Abubakar, adding that God will comfort Ibrahim Abubakar's family, friends and colleagues for the tragic and untimely loss. And for more information, you can log on to our website at www.africanfreepress.com, like our Facebook page at African Free Press, follow us on Twitter at African Free Press. Don't forget to join in our discussions at African Free Press Forum and subscribe to our YouTube channel at African Free Press. My name is Bridget Okudili. Do have a good day.